Hello, folks. Welcome to the season finale of Two-Bite Tabletop with Bow Ties and Bugbear. I'm Steven, also known as Bow Ties and Bugbear on Twitter and on DM's Guild. This is the final session of our Monster of the Week campaign, and we had a lot of fun playing this game. Tonight, unfortunately, Kyle cannot join us, so Aloysius M. Smythe will gracefully exit the world we are playing in. But I'm still joined by Allie of Dice Drop Evolution. I'm joined by Kat, also K Mesa on the DM's Guild, and they go by Literary Caitlin on Twitter. I'm joined by Pete, who is Pete Schwab on DM's Guild and Disco Pete on Twitter. We have had so much fun playing this game, and we really want to thank everyone who's watched every episode. And we will be back in the new year at some point. This was very much a passion project for some of us. Some of us will continue making content on a regular basis, especially tune into Kyle on Play Nerds Allies and Allie on Dice Drop. They're making fantastic content. Some of us are going to have to take a back seat for some of this content creation stuff, and we're going to be doing it on a slightly slower schedule, but we really do want to continue doing this because we've had so much fun. I want to draw everyone's attention to the 2-Bite Tabletop wooden sign up behind me there. That was made by my good friends Stephen and Candace, who have recently opened up their own business making wooden signs. I will drop links to their store in the description below. And their business is called Calming Spruce Designs. And you can find them on Facebook and on Etsy. And I believe also on Instagram. We'll drop all those links in the description. Again, thank you so much for watching. We've all had so much fun doing this. And I hope to see you in a new year. Have a safe holiday and a happy new year. All right, everybody. Hello. And welcome to the final session of 2-Bite Tabletop with Bow Ties and Bugbear. Our final session of Monster of the Week. Where last you left off, Aloysius M. Smythe dive-bombed as a parrot into a herd of goats and caused the herd to part ways while still going towards a baseball field. Doug Mackenzie managed to save a youngster in a storm of denim by throwing himself over a youngster about to be trampled by goats. Scott Smalls was warming up the minivan, and Ronan was still making a break for it. Our hunters found out that tonight, potentially during curfew, there will be a folklore show at the train museum where they could learn about some of the folklore surrounding the town, and they may find clues as to what sort of evil has beset Souris, Manitoba. Sadly, tonight Kyle cannot be with us as he is unable to be with us this evening. He has sent his best wishes to the hunters, and we will gracefully find a graceful end for Aloysius. I also want to point out my 2-Bite Tabletop sign right behind me. This was made by my friends Stephen and Candace, who just started an Etsy shop called Calming Spruce Designs. In fact, named after the spruce forests near Souris, Manitoba. Well, the Brandon area, but it's all pretty close to there. And I would like to thank them for making that sign. I will put their information in the doobly-doo for this episode so that you can purchase your own awesome signs from them. And tonight we have Kat as Scott Smalls. We've got Pete as Doug. And we've got Allie as Ronan Connors. And Ronan, there is a herd of goats coming right at you, and you are going for the minivan. How do you get out of harm's way?
I eat it. I don't know. I eat it. I go, oh, that's nice. Run. I don't know how else to get out of that situation.
So you run. So are you going to? So do you want to act under pressure?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Now, I could also just use a luck point.
That's
just
true.
to avoid the harm.
That's true.
So can I just use the luck point to avoid the...
Yeah, absolutely. Use that luck.
I might as well.
Yeah, push your luck.
It's there.
So how do you? So you like are exceptionally lucky. How does it look? How does this luck manifest itself? Is it a like slip in the mud and all of a sudden you accidentally like slip into the minivan door? Do you manage to like get great stamina?
Ronan does not have
Or
good
strength?
Stamina. Neither. Both no. Hard nose. I feel like with using luck, it would be funnier if she like was running toward the minivan, realize she's not going as fast as the goats, and the goats just like sort of go around her as she's going slower than the goats, and she's like, this is nice.
All right, so yeah, the goats kind of just it's almost as if you're like they go around you. It's just this everyone sees you engulfed by this herd of goats, and you can see Scott's face up against the window, and
it's like no.
and as he's rolling down the window so you can jump through.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Get it.
And now that the goats are kind of like up close and personal, like do these look like normal goats just going crazy, or is there anything like remarkable about them?
As someone who is, I assume, comes from an agricultural sort of area, you know the difference between goats and not goats, and these would be goats in this case, I believe.
Okay.
You don't see anything different from other goats. They don't have any strange markings. They're not larger than any normal goat. that you're familiar with. They just look like really riled up goats. There's that part of you that wants to think like rabid goats, but you have some feeling that something else is going on here other than biological contamination.
Can I try and read a bad situation to see if I can get any more insight?
So insight is more like investigate a mystery.
Okay.
Yeah, reading a bad situation would be like the goats are coming, and now how do I get away from this?
I see.
Whereas, yeah, so you
It's
could
more
use,
urgent.
yeah, investigate
Okay.
a mystery would be a
Yeah,
good choice.
that's not one of my strong suits, so I'm gonna hold on to that.
All right.
Doug's a man of action, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you do sort of, I assume, have this kid is out of the way and the goats have like strayed off and they're like running away from the baseball diamond. Everyone's kind of like peeking out of their cars to see what's going on. And what was Scott's role for the van? Wasn't there something about that?
Was there?
I can't remember.
Oh, I don't think there was. Do you want me to roll for something?
No, I thought for some reason, no, it's fine. I thought we had talked about like the goat, like there was a bad roll or something, and we thought something bad would happen to the van in the end, but I might be wrong.
Is that coming? I can't remember, but I mean, if someone else does remember, then yes, I will make a roll.
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I could not hear the last 2 minutes of the recording last, so I am not a reputable source.
I have to go to the tape.
It's okay. We won't worry about the van because we do
The van's fine.
We do have it in canon this time
the
around.
goats got confused. The goats got confused on why Ronan was kind of like walk running, and they all just sort of stopped going as quickly.
Goats do not like power walking. That's
scientific.
Yeah, it's true.
I know anything about goats.
Goats got confused. Goats stopped. Goats were like, "That's fine."
Whatever. Whatever. That's funny.
All right, so it's all the dust is settling. Everyone's kind of like looking around. What the heck happened? And Constable Stanton comes up in with the gumballs going on his car, and he gets out and he's like, Doug Mackenzie, what's going on here?
I goat no idea, sir.
Stop it with
There were goats. There were goats.
Well, I think we need to.
No, you see the goats, right? There were goats.
Were they rabid goats? What was going on here?
They decided that they were going to run at families, and we didn't think that was very cool of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I would call our local veterinarian, see if we could do some sort of a test for rabies, but he's already dealing with that body that you had make him drive up to the virology lab.
Why is the veterinarian dealing with the body? Why isn't the veterinarian dealing with the animals?
Did you not
It's also the coroner.
I don't pay attention to anything except Scotty. I'm going to be very honest.
I'm honored, honestly.
And my friends that live in the woods, but like you don't know about them, so that's fine. We'll keep it hush hush.
All right. Well, Connors, what you got to understand is the veterinarian is also the coroner. And he does some other odd jobs.
Ronan's spacing out again. Ronan's looking at Scotty.
He also does siding on the weekends. Okay.
Sir, we've got a hot lead. We've got this folklore event tonight, even though it's against the curfew. So we're gonna go check that out and see if that gets us any intel into what might be happening.
All right. Well,
we think there may be some connections there.
you can go on. Yeah, you've got my. You can go, but just if anyone asks, you're there to keep the peace. You're not.
Okay.
You're not going to enjoy the show. All right, Doug?
No, I never enjoy anything, sir. Don't worry.
Really? Like nothing?
Scotty and I enjoy a lot.
Not this though, right, guys? Right, guys? This is gonna be boring.
Yeah, no. Can I pick up a goat? I would like to pick up a goat.
Can we have?
Are you
we
asking?
can have a goat pet.
Are you asking
We're gonna
the
have a
keeper,
goat.
or
Yes,
are you?
I would like. No, literally, I would like to pick up a goat. I'm asking. I'm asking you.
And are they gone? Are they gone? How far
They've
away
kind of
are they?
like done a like beeline, and they're going around this way.
Oh,
Right.
But they've like
Also,
left
it
the
sounds like-
area.
Sounds like we're on a mission to go pick up a goat.
yeah. I
So-
mean, if you want to find out if it's rabbit or not, like, let me go pick it up.
Let's
If it
pick up
doesn't
the
bite
little-
me,
All
then
right.
it's okay.
Let's pick up the little
Yeah.
black one. It looks like a little Lucifer.
Scotty,
Well-
you're up to date on your shots? You got all your shots?
I suppose so. I don't know.
Okay.
My mom still
Alright.
plans my
I made-
doctor's appointments. I'm not really
I
sure
made
what
Scotty. I made sure Scotty got the COVID vaccine and
Okay.
booster. Don't worry.
I don't think you can get it from
Fully
goats. They said
boosted.
deer. They said deer, but nothing about goats yet. So I think we're okay.
Yeah, I
Oh.
think goats are fine.
All right.
Probably.
It's true.
Let's
I
go
have-
get one. Let's go get a goat.
I would like to go catch the little tiny black goat that has been pointed out to me now.
All right.
That looks like-
Lucifer.
No, a small Lucifer.
So-
A small
Lucifer.
little devil.
Go super bad.
So how do you plan on doing this? I mean, you've got a few hours until the folklore presentation. We can narrativize this. We can fade, and then all of a sudden you have a goat.
I mean, first and most importantly, I kind of picture the minivan like peeling out of the baseball diamond parking lot, and us like me and Doug like slamming the sliding door on the side. We gotta
All
get
right.
out of here. Let's go, go, go.
Yeah. So you're all
Ronan's
getting
cleaning
into the
Tim
minivan.
Hortons mess. Ronan's Tim Hortons
Oh,
mess.
yeah.
That was there.
Wait, we still never figured out what happened with the donuts exploding. Like, are we just gonna
Wait,
let that
donuts
go? The
explode?
donuts exploded.
I'm-
Yes, there's residue all over the back of the.
I'm
car.
letting that happen. One, the goats ate Owlicious, and I guess Owlicious is gone now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
as you
Well,
like sort of
That was my
peel
great
away,
grandma's curse. Oh well.
as you peel away, you can see that Owlicious is
It's hard to say.
it is. Aloysius is just kind of in the middle of the baseball diamond, and it seems that this like he was just like overwhelmed by the energy that he took from all of the beings around him, and he is just
Mm.
lying completely motionless in the grass.
Kind of OD'd.
Kind of OD.
blissed
Yes.
out.
All right, Scotty, actually stop the car for a second. I'm gonna say a few words.
Oh,
Aloysius.
wait,
He
is Aloysius like gone?
he died doing what he loved, being trampled by goats.
And he's so I think we can as you're saying your few words, you can hear like a shopping list being read slowly, trying to interrupt you, but it's clear that there's no physical
Much more to feed.
physical energy left here. But that doesn't mean you get the sense that if there was perhaps a corner veterinarian siding guy around, you may be able to bring back Aloysius, but it doesn't
Okay.
seem to be anything that's within your wheelhouse, as it were.
Ronan bends down, plucks one of the parrot feathers, puts it
No.
behind her ear, and goes like,
There we go.
your curse is finally broken, bud.
Aw.
Talk to grandma about that later. Fuck you tonight! Love you!
I feel like it would be weird to like be like, let's pray, because technically this is an anti
I would burn
that
him.
sort of thing.
That would burn
Yeah, it
him.
would probably he'd probably become a burning ash. So just rest well, dude.
All right. Do you take him into the van with you?
No, he lives there now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's his spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to move him. He looks comfortable.
All right. So yeah, so you get into the minivan with this. Are you going to still peel after the goats?
After seeing Aloysius, probably not. No.
No.
We can continue on. But we don't need to get a goat.
All right.
So no goat?
No goat.
Okay.
Yeah. Why? Does
just
that get your goat?
A little bit.
You just hear this from the back of the car. Yeah. It's like, did you steal a goat, Ronan? Ronan.
Oh my god. As long as it doesn't poop or pee anywhere or eat part of the upholstery in this van.
What if it
doesn't sound like
takes
your
up
goat.
what if it takes up the Tim Horton stain? What if it
That's fine. But let's not create any more messes, okay? Like I already I'm gonna be grounded for like a month now at this point.
Can we name the
He's a
goat Tim?
small
Can
thing.
we name the goat Timbit? Is that okay?
Lucifer Timbit can be the whole name of the goat.
Lucifer Timbit Connors.
Lucifer
The second.
Timbit Aloysius the second.
This is
Oh.
my son, and if this is my son, and if anybody hurts him, then I will kill them, and then my son.
Oh, geez. So you've got a goat in the back of the minivan.
Yeah.
What's
Lucifer Aloysius Timbit.
Yeah.
Named after the two greatest men.
Somebody else.
So, what are you going to do between now and the public speaking event at the Railway Museum?
Ronan has to drop off her goat.
Well, actually, maybe we should take the goat to the veterinarian just in case to make sure that it doesn't have rabies.
Yeah, is there more than one? I mean, is that the only vet, or did they have at least like?
Is there
Oh, I
another
thought
vet?
that was the only vet.
I think
Pretty
that
sure
was
I
the
got
only-
check
yeah,
things
that's the
out.
only person who is the vet.
Obviously, we
Well-
can't wait. Are there any like? Can we just do a cursory examination and see if there's like
Yeah.
foaming at the mouth? Is Lucifer Timbit?
I would say there's likely a like livestock area at the RCMP detachment. There's probably not in real life, but I'm going to say there is for the sake of this
Fair.
fiction and the fiction that there's got to be horses at the RCMP detachment anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
there must
true.
be a livestock
Horses and
pen
goats,
there.
they're pretty much the same thing, right?
Really, I just want to see Steven have to roleplay Ronan's parents for like 15 minutes. Those poor souls.
Yeah, do you want to take it back to Ronan's house? Do you
I guess we could take it back to Ronan's house. I mean,
Yeah.
if you want to put it there, that's your issue.
Mhm. It's your problem to deal with, and your poor beleaguered parents.
Oh God.
Bless their souls.
Their soul.
All right. So
Well,
you rock the minivan back to Ronan's place?
oh yeah.
All right. So you what sort of house do you live in, Ronan?
I
Yeah.
think I think Ronan lives in one of the more expensive houses.
Certainly, almost certainly.
It's like a little. It's like one of like the most expensive houses in the actual like town. That they're known for like being a little bit more like ritzy, and All I know is that her father just wants her to like go to school for once, and Ronan's just like, nah.
All right, so yeah, you pull up. There's it's like a long bungalow sort of house with. It's probably built in the 80s. It's got, brick around the front, brick and stone around the front entrance, an attached garage that actually goes like it's got a door in the front and a door in the back, so you can ride the riding mower out to the back. And so it's probably got a reasonably large backyard and a vegetable garden and a flower garden. And you roll up and you open the back tailgate of the van, and the goat gets out, and immediately, like, the flower garden's gone, the vegetable garden is gone,
Oh man.
and it's just like
Oh boy.
Tasmanian devil's the heck, and then it like falls asleep.
Yeah. And
Aw.
All
Does it
right.
have like a full little like baby belly, like little puppy
Oh,
belly?
absolutely,
coming
and it's
on?
like
Yeah.
at the bottom of it of
Oh.
like a little apple tree, crab apple tree.
Oh.
it's
My
like, no,
God.
I love him. He is my son.
Lucifer Timbit, you are the best.
Oh, Lucifer Timbit.
I feel so bad for Ronan's parents, but also, ha ha.
So luckily, Ronan's dad's not home because, well, it's a school day. He's out at work doing whatever he does. But Ronan's mom comes out, and she has like a tight perm and is wearing some sort of a pantsuit because she is definitely forever stuck in the 80s.
Mm.
And she sees like the tomatoes are like completely eaten, and like the flowers are gone. And she's like, Ronan? What's
Hi.
what's
Hi,
your middle name, Ronan?
Kathleen.
Ronan, what's your middle name?
Oh no, what is Beth?
Ronan?
Or like Beth Ann.
Ronan Beth Ann Connors. What did you do to my flowers?
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi,
This is
Kathleen.
Lucifer.
Hey,
Hi, Kathleen.
Scott. What?
Yeah, Scott's here.
Scott,
Yeah.
I love Scott.
why? Officer Mackenzie, what did Ronan do?
Well, actually, Ronan's helping me out on an investigation.
This is our
very
new
important,
goat.
very important work. The goat's evidence. This
Mhm.
is
We're figuring out if it's rabbit or not.
Mm-hmm.
He's my son.
What? What's happened to old Doc? What? Why can't he look after?
Scotty, can you get on your Google and see if eating flowers is a symptom of being rabid?
No,
Sure, yeah, let me see
it just says he's being a goat.
Okay.
He's just
So
says
Google
goat.
says he's being a goat. So
Well,
This is our new goat. Isn't he cute? He tried
His
to
name is
kill me.
Lucifer.
Ronan.
Yeah, his name is Lucifer.
we call him
tried to
Lucy.
kill me.
We call him Lucy for short.
Ronan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucy.
Beth Ann
Yes.
Connors. Take it
Kathleen.
back. Ronan.
Kathleen.
I'm not doing this in front of Officer Mackenzie. But
I mean, we can though. You're asking for it. I'm just
I
my goat.
love that it's implied that it's only Doug that like she won't do this in front of. But Scott, yeah, it's fine.
I feel like
Okay.
this has happened in front of
Yeah,
Scott so many times.
Absolutely.
Scott and Officer Mackenzie, I will ask you to leave my property and
No, they can stay.
take the
can
evidence
stay.
with you.
No, we're
This
keeping Lucifer.
I am
Well,
calling.
we're gonna. I apologize, but we're gonna need to. What is that word when they take your car?
Commandeer.
Commandeer. We're gonna need to commandeer your lawn, ma'am. This goat is gonna need some space and some vegetation while we keep him in evidence. So
This-
for the time being, your lawn is property of the RCMP.
I am going to call Constable Stanton. And
Oh, he's
I
backing
will,
me up on this 100%.
I will
100%.
have your Stetson, Mackenzie.
Not my Stetson, please.
Ronan, you are
Kathleen.
grounded until.
You see, I'm like 19, so
Oh,
I'm
and
going to say no.
we need Deputy Ronan's assistance at an event tonight. She
And
has
plus,
some
I have a date with Scott like this weekend.
particular
so, like, I can't figure
skills
out.
that we
Yeah.
yeah,
We can't
and a date.
cancel. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of
so
important.
that's not how things work.
Well, you
You know,
can't.
with the young kids these days, they don't cancel things. So.
Stop giving me
With all due respect, Kathleen, all due respect.
Scotty Smalls.
Yes, ma'am.
I will be contacting your parents, and I will let them know the state of their minivan.
Well, that's okay because Uncle D is just gonna pay for it, right, Doug?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. It's like no worries. Like it's just beat up. It's actually gonna buy them a new car.
You can
It's
buff
okay.
that right out. You can buff that right out. You don't need
Yeah.
to. You can buff out Tim Hortons
Well,
easily.
Yeah, easy.
Buff the inside, buff the outside, easy.
You can get rid of a lot of stuff in there. It's all good. It's all good.
get the filthy van out of my garage, get the goat to the evidence locker.
The goat's mine, Mother.
It can't stay here.
Yes, it can, and it will. So,
But
the things in the woods have been talking to me again. I think I need to see my therapist again, but like this will end up being my emotional support animal. You understand that?
I roll manipulate someone. Roll manipulate someone.
No.
Is that charm?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, it's charm.
8.
That will what does an 8 do for you? It's a success. Ronan, Beth Ann Connors,
Kathleen.
we'll talk about this with your therapist.
Mm-hmm.
We will consider upping your meds a little bit. But in the meantime,
while she's talking, Ronan lightly goes over to Scotty and she goes, I have not been taking those meds.
You can keep the goat for the time being. If you will come and... Oh, what's the most horrible chore for Ronan? What's the most horrible chore?
I totally thought you were going to be like, you have to wear a dress and go to one of my business things. And I was going to be like, no! No!
Oh my goodness. Yes.
That is a chore.
Yes, you are going to have to, since you're not at school right now anyway, you can go clean yourself up and help me set up for tonight's event at the Train Museum with the Women of the Ladies Auxiliary.
You know, Mother.
No dress, no goats.
That's a weird ultimatum. I want a shirt now that says no dress, no goats. But I was already told that I have to do something in the police force. Does it have to be right now?
What was... Officers,
I mean, we were gonna go to that event tonight, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of like a win-win.
I was going to go to that folklore event because I need to know that they're just stories and not like actual friends that I have in the woods. Remember, Mom? Remember?
yes,
My
if you're
therapist
going there
says-
already, you'll be there when it starts. If you help me and the women's auxiliary set up for the tea.
I don't understand why I need to put on the dress, though. I
It's-
don't quite.
The women's auxiliary.
Yeah, but also I feel like that's a lot challenging me genderly, and I feel like I wouldn't be like, comfortable in a dress. So I don't think putting me in one would be actually great for my mental health and stability.
Ronan, I've heard that gender is performative. That doesn't mean that labeling yourself by wearing a dress
So
is
you're
putting you in a
asking
box.
me to feel uncomfortable in what I wear.
You're asking me.
I can
to
wear a
have-
dress.
Scotty can wear a dress.
I mean,
I'll wear a dress.
We can all wear a dress.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure if it's red, it'll go just perfectly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kat,
And
by the
I
way,
look
when
amazing
you
in denim, as you
died
can
when I
tell.
said that.
I was like, what do I even say to that?
This has to be some sort of like disguise thing that the tech guy does as well, is how I'm thinking we play this. But
Yeah. Absolutely.
but Ronan, you're asking me to be comfortable with a goat in my backyard. I'm asking you to give a little. I think that's what your therapist said, and
Okay.
on a roll of 7 to 9, I'll do it for you. But I'll let you keep the goat. But you have to help out a little bit. We've got
Fine.
some fancy sandwiches to make.
Gross. Just goes
It's-
upstairs and puts on a dress. She walks out like
That's what I looked like at my prom.
it's one of those. It's all black, but it's one of those like Peter Pan style dresses that have like no like sleeves on it, and it's like a little bit lacy, and she's just like. It's like, I hate everything that's going on right now.
You look really beautiful.
You're lucky.
I'm sorry it makes you uncomfortable. I'm just trying to make you a little less uncomfortable. You look great.
Thank you.
I think we could put the dress on the goat, and it would look more at ease.
She's like holding. Mother, let's put the dress on the goat.
Enough from you, Mackenzie.
Sorry,
Next, you're gonna tell me to put pearls on the swine, and
God forbid you put pearls on the sign.
no pearls on the swine. All right, so here's what I'm thinking we do to create the montage. I think you should all roll to help out to decide how good of like fancy
Yeah.
sandwiches you make.
Absolutely.
What,
2d6?
are there any pluses? Is this act under pressure? Or?
This is
helps.
cool.
It's help out.
Okay, cool. Oh, help out. Okay.
Help out.
Wow.
I get a plus 2.
Rip.
I got a 6. Ronan didn't want to be there, so that tracks.
I got a 3.
Oh God.
Come on, Doug. What did I get? I got an 8, so not too bad.
All right.
We're not the worst.
All right. So
We're not sandwich makers. We're not sandwich
Yeah.
artists.
I kind of smushed some of the bread that I was making.
Yeah.
You know.
all right. So it's 3 hours
I don't know how to
later.
deal with watercress very well. I throw out like the parts that you're supposed to eat, and I'm like, oh no.
So yeah, you all actually I'll do so you all walk in to the through the wooden back door of the train museum. There's like a little like kitchen in there, and there's all these church ladies getting ready to make fancy sandwiches, and you all walk in like a boss, and it's like 3 hours later, and Doug has made one of those rolls of like where it's strawberry cream cheese with the maraschino cherries in the middle. He's made one, and it's like really like squished. The roll was when he pressed down with the knife, but it's done. But then Ronan is just like only on olive duty, and she has spilt just like that's all she could get on. And there's like she gets removed briefly when she chokes on an olive.
No, no.
Was
That
it on
was-
purpose?
No, it was simply because she exposed herself to trouble or danger without helping. and Scott actually like tries to take over olive duty and help out, but drops the jar of olives on
It's
the
just
floor
as bad.
and
It's
takes-
just
Aw.
as bad.
takes one harm because he gets
Oh, no.
hit.
No.
He gets hit with a like shard of glass from the olives, the olive jar.
Oh, it was nice knowing you, Scotty.
Yeah. This much closer to unstable. Not kidding.
Oh no, I am.
How many are you at?
Luck point.
Oh.
I have 2 more luck points left. So.
Hmm. But under harm, how are you guys for harm?
This is my first one.
Oh, okay.
I have not
Is it-
taken any.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken harm, Doug?
I have one check mark, but I don't remember at what point.
That was like the very first session, wasn't it?
Oh man. Okay. It's
Oh
probably
yeah,
from
did
Aloysius
Aloysius do
too.
something to you?
I think Aloysius
Oh,
did
yeah.
something. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
When in doubt, blame Aloysius. Definitely why it happened.
Especially since he's not here.
All right.
Sucking
Yeah,
the energy out of all of us.
it's true. So yeah, you've all so Scott's all bandaged up, and it's getting on 6 o'clock. The sun's starting to go down. It's fall, and people are starting to arrive at the train museum. A bunch of old like metal folding chairs, like you would find in an like a church auditorium or a gym at school, are lined up. There's, maybe room for about 50 people here. The train museum doesn't really have a stage, so they're kind of set up in a semicircle around one of the main exhibits. There's like a timeline of rail travel, and it's sort of set up so you can watch there. And people are mingling. It's sort of just like the woman from the rock shop is there. Hillary, she's kind of eating a lot of fancy sandwiches and sipping her Starbucks. She seems to still have the same Starbucks going on. She's eating fancy sandwiches. Constable Stanton's there, out of interest. You can see all the old folks from the old folks home have come. It's kind of like a field trip for them. And you can see that some of the kids from the local school around, you can see that there's Hannah Martin and Jake Jacobson and Corbin Burnside are there. Everyone's there to watch this. And people are mingling, eating fancy sandwiches and olives, or what's left of the olives. There's not as many olives as they expected.
They underbought the olives.
Yeah. Whoops.
Eesh.
Didn't plan for things to be lost.
They
Amateur
were
rev.
olives? They were olives? I'm confused. What?
Yeah. There were. Okay.
What?
She
What?
choked just long enough to go into a coma and forget about the olives.
Some brain damage.
She's pretending like it didn't happen. It's fine.
I
Gotcha.
see. Covering her.
No, there weren't any olives.
No,
matter
yeah,
what it
exactly.
is.
I don't know what an olive is.
No, who even knows?
Who even is she?
Yeah. She sounds nice, but
Yeah.
I don't know why everyone wants her. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Stacy's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it going on.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Cadence Thimble from the old folks home kind of leads in and she goes, "Stop talking about Olive like that. It's only been a week."
Oh, did
poor
Olive
dear.
die?
Do you
Was
not?
it your Yorkie? Was Olive your Yorkie? I'm confused.
She was. She was my best friend.
Oh.
So she was your Yorkie.
She was Harold's lover.
Oh boy.
Harold should stop having sex with a Yorkie.
Grody.
Boy, that took a turn.
All right, and content warning: bestiality. References.
That was my
Sorry.
bad. I'm sorry, I
Sorry,
couldn't help it.
It's okay.
I'm gonna keep going on. I'm gonna keep going on with the bit until someone stops me.
All right, so
Yeah.
with that,
Olive, I'm so sorry about Olive, Harold. I really am. So sorry.
With that, Jemima
Ronan,
comes
Yorkie,
over and
right?
starts shushing you all. She's like, "Shh, it's about to start." And with that, it's a there's a not usher. What's someone who's looks after the train museum?
Like a docent or something? Or
yeah, a dossier?
What?
No.
Dossier?
Dachshund?
No.
Dachshunds? Dossier? I have a dachshund behind me. She's asleep.
Whoa, what?
Do you actually have a dachshund?
Suki, you're gonna have to wake up.
I thought you had cats.
I do.
You have a dachshund?
Oh,
Stop.
puppy
Oh my
break,
god, with the
everyone.
little sweater.
It's
Oh my
sweater time.
goodness.
Oh my god.
This is Suki. She's
Hello,
upset that I woke her up. And
I'm
Suki
sorry.
from the So if you have bloopers, here's Allie's wiener dog.
Oh.
Is Suki named after anyone in particular? Is it just
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
okay? That's what I was wondering.
I was like, Suki. Yes, Vampire Bill.
No, yeah, everyone like messes up because that's Suki. Suki is True
Oh,
Blood,
I see.
and Suki, yeah.
I
Suki.
hear it now. I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking Gilmore Girls, but
Oh.
Yeah, that too. That was gonna be my second thing. It's definitely a Gilmore Girls character too.
Yeah, no, I wanted a Zuko, but they only had females, and I looked at her, I was like, you're not Katara or a Toph.
Too powerful of names for a small dachshund.
Well, I wanted Zuko as one because I thought it would be funny, but it's not as funny.
Yeah.
It's a girl.
True.
So yeah, the owner or the interpreter at the museum comes out and he says, on behalf of the Surrealist Train Museum, he's kind of a young guy, gaunt, doesn't look too good in the. He looks like the uniform that they give him is ill-fitted. He goes, it's tonight at the Surrealist Train Museum for our interpretive hour. We would like to invite Professor Maximilian Honeybunch to the stage. I apologize, Professor. We don't actually have a stage tonight. To come and discuss the local folklore. And the audience, everyone kind of takes their seats. Everyone's very polite here. And out comes a professor. He's wearing like a standard tweed jacket. It's got the elbow patches. He's wearing like a bow tie and he's got just a little goatee. And he comes out and he's very formal, but he's got this fake fire pit thing that he puts out in front. It's like this battery operated like campfire. And he puts it out and he's like, I'm here to tell you all the story tonight. He, how many of you have heard of the Beast of the Surest Bridge? And like a few of the old timers put up their hands, and like a few of the kids just kind of snicker. The younger ones are kind of like interested. And he says, it's been told since the days of your grandparents and your grandparents' grandparents that there was a goat herder who was chased off the swinging bridge in Souris. And, well, he was trying to capture a little black goat. He slipped while trying to bring his herd back and fell over the edge. And he fell to his death. But his widow, she sacrificed that black goat out of either spite or perhaps a pact with the devil to bring her husband back. But it did not work, at least not immediately. But now they say, at night, if you enter the woods and come to the bridge and you have a walking stick with you, especially a shepherd's crook, you can take that walking stick and bang 3 times and summon the beast of the bridge. And
I've been to that bridge. There's only a troll in there named Morty.
oh, we've got a jokester over here.
Oh God, Morty's gonna be so upset.
Oh, would you say he would be mortified?
No, he would actually kill you for saying that. He likes eating limbs.
Oh, this is interesting. There's a heckler in every crowd. And
Ronan looks over and goes, I'm not.
but
It's a troll.
if
I believe you.
you
I
know,
believe you.
I think the fear of trolls living under bridges, young woman, can be tracked back
I'm
to.
19. I'm 19.
I said young woman. That would
Yeah.
be, you're young. You're younger than I am, and you're a woman.
You said that really condescendingly. I didn't like
I
it.
meant to do that because
Meant to be
I'm trying to present an air of importance, because the stories that we tell about ourselves and our surroundings are about who we are on the inside. And if perhaps you think trolls live under bridges, that has more to do with your feeling about perhaps the unhomed folks who have had to make their lives under bridges than about the
No, Sal's over by the Tim Hortons. Sal's over by the Tim Hortons. That has nothing to do with Sal.
Oh my
Morty
God, why is my phone
sleeping
going?
in
Just a second. Who's calling? What's new? Okay, I'm sorry. My phone needs to be silenced. All right, there we go. Sorry, what? You say the homeless people live by the Tim Hortons?
Yeah, so Sal's over by the Tim Hortons. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Well, but they do need to take shelter sometimes, and they do it under bridges, and that's, I believe, where the troll myth comes from. I'm the one with the PhD in folklore, but correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm correcting you because I talk to them every night.
All right.
Every night. No one believes me, and yes, I'm in therapy.
Well, just please let me finish my talk, and we can
You're asking for a lot.
we can
I'm in
certainly
a dress. You're asking for a lot.
we can certainly talk afterwards about the trolls and the will o' the wisps, but right now we're here about the beast of the bridge. And so he goes on to a lengthy lecture about how uh, this story of the goat is more about uh, biases about unclean shepherds in the turn of the 20th century, and about witchcraft. And then he opens it up to questions, and he says, any more questions about trolls?
Yeah, I'm going to have Morty haunt you in your sleep for just ignoring him. He lives there.
I thought ghosts haunt trolls. Trolls eat people. Oh, didn't you tell me that? So, well, any other questions?
He's going to eat him. I'm going to tell Morty about him.
And while this
do you know of any active like witchcraft happening currently relating to these?
well, that would be
Will
more.
you come look at our goat? I guess is what I'm asking. Will you come check out our goat?
Oh my goodness. Well,
He's my emotional support goat.
that's a tall order. Well, this is happening. Scott, you happen to notice there's this old like interpretive center computer terminal for like with like information for the kiddies at the back while this is happening. And are you interested in taking a peek at it?
Always. Anything is more interesting than listening to this old man talk right now. So
All right, so you approach it. Just do you have any special things to do, like special moves to do with technology?
do, 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 do. I don't think so. But I do have that one move that is if I want to stumble across something important.
Okay.
So
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up your. Uh, why am I not remembering? You're the mundane. There we go. So that is that. Oops.
That is oops.
Okay, and there's no roll for this or anything either.
Nope,
So.
I just get to find something important. It can or cannot be useful to us at this moment. So
all right, so it's so as you get there, what you see is that like the computer interface is very much, it's like an old school CD Rom where you can like point and click through different pieces of information, but you actually notice that there is like a little USB port for diagnostics underneath it, and you could probably, if you had a keyboard stashed somewhere, you might be able to get into the system.
a keyboard or a USB?
Well, a keyboard that attaches via a USB port.
Oh, yeah. I have a messenger bag just full of random crap. So let me pull out my little, it's like the little tiny portable keyboard. Gotta always have one of those, you know. Never know when you need to do like long distance stuff. And I will type away, see what I can find in there.
Yeah, all right. So it seems to, so it opens up this like sub menu, and you can see that there's in the memory actually seasonally, oh geez, Pete's, oh there we go, he's back. There's seasonal information in there, and so you do find that there's this like section that's archived that about the various local folklores in there. And do you want to roll to investigate a mystery on this one?
Yeah, actually, I would love to. I was gonna ask if I could. That is sharp. Oh, it's the thing I'm not good at. But I rolled okay. 6.
Is that still not a
Not
success?
not a success. Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay. Oh wait, hold up.
Oh, I mean, you could use a luck point as well.
I was gonna ask if I could just use a luck point.
Yeah,
Actually.
go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna use a luck point.
Yeah, all right. So you sort of fumble the keyboard in and you're going through all these old files. And what you find is this old spooky story about it's the same story as this folklorist has told, but it goes also to the story about the goat herd's wife, and it's actually much less about the goat herd. It turns out there is no historical record of any goat herd that fell to their death, but that there is historical record of a coven of witches being confronted. And uh, there's sort of a book or a archival photo of a book detailing the sort of materials they use to call up this to call up demons. And many of the materials are things that you've uh, seen stolen from around town: crystals, various types of. I believe I gave some things that had been stolen. So yeah, there are things that were stolen from around town, such as the candles and crystals, and there were, you know, things that would be stolen from the
I have a
church.
censer from the church.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one
so
too.
so incense from the church. So all of these would have been materials used by witches, or
Okay.
that would have been used for this sort of conjuring. And it said the information says that this is all likely folklore, but it could actually be used for conjuring a devil, and that was what the belief was. But no one's ever proved that this sort of witchcraft exists.
Okay. Strange.
Ronan already knowing this.
This is so you're asking if Ronan already knows this?
No, Ronan would probably already know this because she kind of has the tune in, the telepathy, the hunches. Like she already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she would be like, I've been tuned to all of this already. Like
So
I already.
you probably had an idea it was like fuzzy back there, but you still would know that this is sort of what's going on. So Scott, what's
Well,
your
she would just know about the coven. She wouldn't know about everything else.
yeah.
She would just been like, yeah,
Okay.
the witches I knew.
Do you know them personally?
My great grandmother was one. Great.
Cool.
Great.
Doug
came from that.
Doug. Great. Yeah. So, dude, old guy is totally incorrect about everything. I just went and looked this up on the computers because, trust your archives. People are going to say anything.
That's my sister's boy.
Yeah, thank you. But so there's coven, and the coven, the woman, the wife. There was no goats that got killed. There's nothing about goats. There is mention of her being a part of a witch coven. So I'm thinking that she ixnayed her husband to bring back something. It talks about a devil, bringing back a devil. I'm not really sure why you would want to do that, but whatever. And I feel like it might be happening again tonight because, the crystals were stolen, the sensor was stolen, all that sort of stuff. And that sounds like what you need to actually.
And the kid got pushed off the bridge, right?
Yeah, and he got pushed off the bridge. So I'm thinking that it's going to happen tonight. Just saying.
Oh boy.
So maybe we should go find.
Gotta go find a
Constable.
witch.
Yeah, maybe figure it out. Go find a witch. Go find a coven.
Ronan, do you know where this witch is?
Your witch is right here.
Which witch?
Yeah, but
Oh,
that witch.
the
We
one-
need to
the
find
other-
the
the
other
other-
witches.
One of the other coven, the coven of witches.
So one thing that Doug, you remember that Aloysius passed on to you before his passing is that the kid who was pushed off the bridge had jumped 3 times on the bridge, much like the legend says you could hit the bridge 3 times with a staff.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes to your mind.
We might have to go back to the bridge and make some noise on the bridge.
You're gonna
Well, I
wake
don't
up
know.
Morty.
Out of curiosity,
Do you think Morty would help us?
Are the old
Probably not.
ladies? Are the old ladies from like the what's it called?
Old folks home?
Old folks home.
Oh, the old folks' home. Thank you. Words. Are they still here, or have they like disappeared, left? Out of curiosity.
Disappeared.
I don't know.
No,
like,
people-
are they
people are
still
still-
there?
now.
There's
Rest in
people are
peace.
still milling about. It looks like the
Okay.
old folks home bus, like mini bus, is about to leave.
Cool. Okay. Cool. I'm also just gonna drop by this folklorist and just be like, hey dude, maybe next time don't bring up a story about something after someone just died on that bridge. Just like giving you some advice. Maybe do another folklore tale next time. Great
Well-
job though. But just saying, it's a little weird.
Oh, like it's true, but I'm not known for being tactful. I'm known for speaking the truth. Perhaps we're
Alright.
kindred spirits.
Speaking truth to
the
power.
truth.
Yeah.
But you weren't even speaking the truth. You know what? It's fine.
Hey, Ronan, it's okay. It's okay. But thank you. It was great to meet you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your life. But like next time, don't talk about that.
Be
All right, let's go.
Just be
Yeah.
sensitive.
Be sensitive. Know your audience. Know what you're walking into.
Read the room, dude.
Yeah, read the room.
Well, I've got the PhD, but I guess you all can. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Well,
Come on. This guy's got his PhD. Let's go.
Yeah, sorry.
That's cool. I have a high school diploma, and guess what? We're in the same spot. Wow, crazy.
Got a PhD in the School of Hard Knocks. All right, let's go.
I have a PhD in sympathy, so.
Oh my
Anyways,
goodness.
okay, get in the van.
All right,
And
we going back to the bridge, or should we talk to the old folks? Is that where you're going?
No, I just kind of wanted to know if they were there.
they're dead. They're all dead.
You thought they were the
No,
coven.
my hunch was that one of them, out of character, my hunch is that one of them is part of the coven, but
Mhm.
like, I'm not going to say anything because Scott probably wouldn't put that together. I just wanted to.
Can I
No.
tune in? Can I tune into this monster right quick to see if he is indeed at this bridge?
Yeah. Why not?
We'd have to get in range, would we?
Well,
It does-
nothing
I mean,
is
it's a
really
small
out of
town,
range in Suez,
everything is in
Manitoba.
range.
Oh, that's true. Sorry, my bad.
I am not rolling well tonight. That was not a success at all. I got a oh wait, no. I got 5. I am
Okay.
not rolling well.
Ronan has now made the creature aware of the fact that you're onto it.
Good. That's
When-
just where we
Wait,
want
so
it.
you are aware, but the creature is now also aware of you?
No,
That's bad news.
yeah,
what?
You're aware that the creature is aware.
like the tune in failed. So
That you're
instead of being
aware.
able to ask questions about the creature is now
The creature asks
aware.
questions about you.
No.
that you're onto it.
Oh.
And
All right,
When-
Scotty,
when
we
if-
gotta
when
get this
if
minivan
the-
I'm
moving.
actually gonna go.
When if the creature does tune in to Ronan, he just hears, "Here, Pippi! Hey, Pippi!"
Hey, boo boo.
Stop killing
Was that for the
people.
goat? Oh,
Eh.
It's
And so-
actually Lucifer Timbit the entire time. It's just been Lucifer.
Oh, good
Aw.
He's the-
evil boy.
killing us with
Wait,
his sweet name.
The good little evil boy.
Goodest little evil boy.
All right, so basically if you were to walk out of the train museum, you'd be able to see the bridge from there.
Okay.
And Ronan, knows enough that her trying to tune in, she can feel that something's not quite right, but it's not of any use to her. So what you gonna do?
I think Doug's just gonna hustle over there, I guess.
Yeah.
Rolling.
There's no other choice. We'll just go over there, you know?
Yeah. And then start pounding on the bridge.
All right.
Beetlejuice.
So yeah, you
Ronan,
pound.
tell your troll friend that we're not looking for him.
Yeah. Let him know we mean no harm to him, but not to the witches, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So we at the bridge now?
I guess so.
Are we?
Anything happen?
Did you go and like jump on the bridge or pound on it 3 times?
Yeah, that's our goal.
Before anyone does anything, Ronan just goes, "Morty, we're not here for you. Apparently there's another dude. Just don't worry about it. I love you."
All right, so you pound on the bridge and you're looking from the more like older side of town. It's more populated. There's more businesses on this side of town. The other side, you can see sort of some trees and stuff. And as you pound on the bridge, this you can sort of see almost like a shimmer, as if a doorway opens amongst the trees, and you see this large hoofed beast come from the trees. It's got the legs of a goat, the body of a human. It's almost satyr-like. It's got, you can see like the fur around its legs though is mangy, and it's got sores on its torso. You can see that its teeth are yellow, and it still has the horns. There's some patchy, mangy fur all over its body. You can see like its elbows are kind of gnarled. The skin's all dried and hardened, and it approaches, and it says,
I feel like it just needs a spa day, like a little
I was about to say,
shampoo,
yeah.
a little lotion.
Do you just need some Neosporin? Was that what this was about?
A little lotion.
We can get you some Neosporin. That'll be fine.
Cetaphil on the elbows.
Aquaphor is great.
Aquaphor,
it
yeah.
looks at you, and as it looks at you, it starts speaking, but it's not speaking language. It's as if someone's taken a record and is playing it like spoken word backwards. And
Scotty, you took French in
garbled.
high school, right? You speak some French, right? Is that what's this guy saying?
Yeah. No say. I'm gonna pull out my phone though, and I'm gonna
Okay.
record. Can I
Nice.
record? Can I record what this creature
yeah.
is saying?
So I would say
Handsome
that,
goat fella.
yeah. So how do you want to do that? Like, what
can
sort of move do you think you want to make for that?
Let me look at the moves again. I'm thinking I want to do. Can I do act under pressure?
Oh yeah, that's actually a really good. Yeah, that's a good choice.
Okay. I'm just gonna as soon as I hear him start talking, I'm just gonna pull up my phone and try and very quickly see if I can record.
Yeah, roll plus cool.
Reminds me of
Cool.
Judas Priest records from the 80s.
That is an 8.
Okay. So you pull out your phone to record, and what's your actual end goal of?
To record it and then to literally play it in reverse so I can understand what he's saying.
Okay.
Because if the idea is that he's it sounds like as if he's speaking backwards. My thought process is that he's saying something, we just don't understand it, and maybe if I play it back in the opposite direction, it might not actually. I just thought of it on the
No,
spot.
that's actually a really cool thought. So yeah, so you can record. So you've got the recording. Um, so it's recording, but this goat man is still approaching and speaking, and you're starting to feel very unnerved. This is almost like in Twin Peaks, it's almost like a dream scene in Twin Peaks where everything's not it's not making sense. Um, Everything around you
Can I
is
try and read a bad situation?
yeah, for sure. Roll
All
for it.
right. Come on, Doug.
Come on, Doug.
I've got this tactical
Uncle D.
genius ability, so I can use my cool instead of my sharp. Because I'm not too sharp, sadly. All right, let's see. Go, go, go. Ooh, a 12. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what we're talking about.
So you got 3 questions.
It's bad.
So what's my
Yep.
best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's the most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
I guess so. I got 3. So, are there any threats we haven't noticed? Would be my first question.
Okay, so you notice that there's something just as soon as that portal on the other side opened, something just became not right about this bridge. It feels like it's no longer of the town. It feels like the bridge is crossing over into another plane, and you feel that this bridge in and of itself, being on this bridge, gives the goat man some sort of a uh, extra power. Facing him on this bridge is definitely a potentially uh, is adds danger to the situation.
Okay. What's the most vulnerable to me?
So in this case, to you, the most vulnerable would likely be your belief in justice, your
Oh
belief
boy.
in good. That's going to be your best way
Okay.
of getting this creature's vulnerability.
Okay. And then finally, what's the best way out?
Um, your best way out would be finding a way of forcing the goat man back to where it came.
Okay. Well, to that end, then I have I have a list of weapons, and I don't know if I'm like carrying them with me the whole time. But one of them is an assault rifle.
Okay.
Oh my, you just have that on you?
Like, could I just start like popping shots in directions of this and trying to
Actually,
like
yeah, for
scare it
sure.
back into the portal?
For sure. So as you start doing that, the only thing I want to resolve though is Scott, like, do you want to do anything with the recording you've made at this point, or are you just keeping?
I'm trying to think what I is this I'm assuming this is happening, and as I finish up recording it, that is when I see Doug pull out the assault rifle shotgun.
Yeah, it's all sort of happening all at the same time.
Okay, it's happening all at the same time. I will quickly put my phone away, and I will just kind of like I will keep it for a later date.
Okay.
What I'm gonna say.
Yeah. So
I'm looking at a picture of this bridge. This is a long bridge, man.
yeah, it is.
Wow. Okay.
Longest walking bridge.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's real long though.
It is.
Real long.
Real big
Okay, anyway.
shoes.
All right, cool. So yeah, he starts shooting in the direction of this thing, just trying to scare it back, not necessarily trying to hurt it.
Okay, so you're still going to need to, I would say, roll to kick some ass in this case.
Okay.
Heck
Okay.
yeah.
Come on, Doug.
While this is happening, I will
got a
go
9.
back to the van really quickly and grab my hockey stick that's in the back.
Oh,
Good
nice.
choice.
Because that is actually one of my weapons. So
Nice. I got a 9.
You got 9. Okay. So on a miss. Okay.
Does that mean I kicked 9 asses?
Okay. So
Or just nine cheeks, or how does that work?
what's the so on on a 7 or plus, you inflict harm and suffer harm from whatever you're fighting,
Okay.
but the harm is based on the established danger.
Okay.
So what's the harm rating of your weapon?
3 harm.
3. Okay. So
And
yeah.
it says far area allowed reload.
Yeah. So you try. Okay.
And I also, as a note, I have 1 armor because I'm wearing a flak vest.
Right.
love it.
Yeah, I came ready to fight.
Heck yeah.
All right.
This is Doug's moment.
Mhm.
So
Finally.
all right. So yes, you hit the goat man, and as you do that, you can feel the bridge under you, like it becomes really painfully hot, and
Mm.
so you will also take 2 harm.
Okay. Yowza.
And the goat man sort of makes this incredibly, like, really awful sound when the slugs hit him from your assault rifle. It's like and
Oh.
and it's almost as if like there's something inside of him screaming, trying to get out. Like it's that
Ugh.
unsettling.
Oh boy.
It's like like he is a very like disturbing looking, like from the sores on his body to the noises he makes. But he's starting to move, and it's like this sort of disturbing backwards walk as he walks towards the portal. And
Okay.
and
Can we do our own disturbing backwards walk as we try and get back off the bridge?
you can try.
What do you guys
You
think?
can.
I don't know if that is that definitive enough. Maybe we just need to put up a sign that says "Don't stomp 3 times on this bridge, please," and then he'll never come back. No.
Is he like fully leaving? Like,
No.
is he? That's what I was gonna say. I don't feel like he's gone yet.
Roll to read. It sounds like you're trying to read a bad situation there, Scotty.
Yeah. Let me roll.
Can I use telepathy and just try to talk to this fun little guy?
You can try, but
I'm not. I didn't get anything on that. Like,
What?
that's not gonna happen. It's a 6. I'm just below what I
Okay.
need. So.
All right. So
But I will, as I'm like running over with my hockey stick, just be like, Uncle D, what's the read? What we gotta do? What we gotta do?
Gotta get him back in that portal. Back up.
Okay. I will try running forward, and I will slap this
Okay.
hockey stick on this
Ooh.
dude's
roll to
head.
kick some ass.
Cool.
With a hockey stick.
Ooh. 8, is that? It's cool. 6, 8.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah. How much harm is the hockey stick?
2 harm, and apparently it's messy. So.
So yeah, it like splinters as you go for the goat, and
No.
there's like not splinters as in goes away, but like it's just it puts splinters into his chest,
Oh, okay.
and as he does that, he reels towards you and kind of knocks at the hockey stick with his horns, and you suffer two harm as well.
Okay.
If you have any armor, you can reduce that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And Ronan wanted to use telepathy. So the one thing about telepathy, Ronan, is that if you're doing it to talk to him, you have to remember that he is a monster. And so if you don't have something like Dark Negotiator, it can be a little bit more difficult. Or like it's almost impossible potentially.
Okay, but how impossible? So this is me just being a little shit to be a little shit. So if you want to say no, you can say no.
Okay.
But in a way, wouldn't, because I don't see Dark Negotiator anywhere on my sheet. Like I don't.
No,
see
that's
that
because that's not a spooky move.
Got it.
Ooh.
Okay. Now here's the thing, though. Because I literally grew up with Owlicious as an energy vampire who was technically my mentor as we made canon, I think I should have a little bit of leeway into doing it. And if no, that's fair. You're the DM. I'm just giving you a reason why I should be able to, as a little shit player
Well, I mean,
should.
you do have like the other you also have tune in, don't you?
I have tune in, but I also have hunches, which I already know the bad situation. It's happening in front of me.
So whereas like tune in, you could get more information on the creature.
Yeah, but with tune in, I can't manipulate said creature into just going into his hole.
Yeah, no, this is not. You in fact might get more information
With
from
tune in?
with tune in, yeah.
Alright, sure, I'll do tune in. Ah! I lost one. Okay. That was an 11.
Okay, that's very good. So you get 3. So you can ask, and the first one here, So where's the creature right now?
Right here.
What is it planning to do right now? Who is it going?
Him.
Who is it going to attack next?
Probably
Who does
Scotty.
it regard as its biggest threat? How can I attract its attention?
What's the biggest threat?
So interestingly enough, it seems to think you might be its biggest threat. As someone with a greater sense of magic and witchcraft.
Okay. How do I attract its attention off of Scotty?
You could certainly. This is sort of in this situation. You could try running past it.
Into the woods, basically?
Into the woods or possibly portal, depending on whether the portal's still open.
Ronan books it into the woods.
Oh boy.
All right.
Into the woods.
Yeah. So.
Oh God.
Yeah. No. It could work out.
Turn it into a musical episode.
Let's see. I'm just trying to decide what this should be. Because I'm going to say this is act under pressure. Can you roll to act under pressure?
I'm sure. I got an 8.
Okay. So you book it through past the goat man. You sort of slide under him and go through and you're you've come in, you sort of go through and it's the woods, but it's not the woods you're familiar with. There's something wrong here. You feel as if like you can't tell direction, you can't tell which way north is. Something just feels very off. Kind of hear like laughter in the trees, that sort of thing, and it's not your friends in the woods that you talk about. This is unnerving to you. It's not anything that you felt prepared for, but you are certain that whatever's going on in these woods is not. It's very uncanny. You do not feel safe here, but you don't know why, and you cannot identify any immediate threats. You just know that you don't feel safe, and you can sort of see. And as you're looking out on the bridge, it's sort of like it's blurry. It's as if there's like a
film
water. Yeah. It's almost as if you're watching a movie.
Okay. And I still have one more question, and that is, now that I am in this, what is it planning to do now, I guess? Now that I'm kind of... Because would Ronan have the idea that she's kind of in its bubble now?
Yeah.
Like it's kind of in,
So
okay.
what you're understanding is it's not so much a bubble as it is a you've gone through the veil and you're now on
Mm-hmm.
another plane. It's not a bubble. It's there are creatures in here that are trying to get out. And he may be the first one who's gotten out, but he is trying to bring his friends with him. And his friends, you can tell now, are much scarier than your friends in the woods. And this is regardless of what you feel about society, he is going to bring an end to society as you know it and anything that you hold dear.
Okay. She's staying in here.
You're going to stay in?
Yeah. And I'm waiting for him to come in.
All right. What are you all doing? Are you all doing anything?
I mean, I guess since is Scotty staying up close? Because I might come and just try and like start shoving it or something. Or
That was gonna be my thing. Is like I literally like feel like I'm close enough that seeing Ronan run past, I feel like I'm just gonna start shoving this creature back. Basically.
Okay.
well, here's what I'm thinking, and tell me what you think, Kat. But I'm thinking I want Doug to come up and kind of start shoving it, and then he's kind of like he says like basically like tries to urge you to listen to the recording and try and figure out
Okay, sure, yeah, that
see if
works.
there's any clues there.
Yeah, go for it.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and shove the thing backwards.
All right. So it actually, you don't have to try very hard. It sort of sees Ronan go and it's
Okay.
does a quick turn and it like the body turns, but the head keeps watching you and runs
Ugh. That's so creepy.
runs into
No.
this
I don't like
portal
it.
and you see it shimmer, but now whatever this portal is, it's sort of becoming a little less material.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna shout into the portal, Ronan, get out of there. Oh no. And like kind of try and reach my arm through and see if I can like offer help or anything.
And Ronan, when it gets in there, you realize that you're a threat to it, not necessarily physically, but you need to figure out what you might do to close this veil.
Is there a chance in what I read from that thing from the computer? Is there a chance that I can recall anything that talked about like basically being able to like end whatever it is that's happening? Like you know how like they basically set up like a ritual and they did the ritual. Is there like an ending to it? Like is there sort of like ending words or something?
Yeah, so if you can, it's very much one of those traditional stories and everything sort of revolves around holy water and prayer.
Oh boy.
Cool. Okay. Cool.
But it also might need to be helped out by some magic.
Gotcha.
And so
Some spooky magic.
as you're playing back the recording, it's very like it's nothing you understand. It's sounds more like language. It's nothing you understand, and you can see through the veil, and this goat man is going straight for Ronan.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
On this side of the veil, would I be able to understand him?
Ooh, that's a good question. I hadn't accounted for it, but I I think it's definitely a possibility. But he's not saying anything at this point. He is running at you.
Okay. Now, is there any chance that they could hear me from this side of the veil?
Yeah, they definitely, like, you can hear what's going on outside. So you would assume that they can hear you. It's just like it is a little garbled. It's not, but it's not like uncomprehensible or anything. It's just quiet.
Now, I have a question about the bridge.
Hmm.
Is it just a hanging bridge? Like, is it just a rope bridge, or is it like a well-structured wood bridge?
It's not just a rope bridge.
That's
A
upsetting.
it's a I mean it's a swinging bridge, so it is like it's not much more than a rope bridge, but it's like well engineered.
So I couldn't ask Doug to break one of the said triangles that are probably keeping it up, making it immediately unstable and then crashing the bridge so nothing could ever open up this portal again.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought.
That
I mean,
was the
so there's that. I mean, you do also have uh you could also like use magic as a move to do something.
You could.
but I don't really my three magics is just telepathy, hunches, and tune in. I
No,
don't
no,
really have
no.
like
Use magic as a word is another move. Anyone can use it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
uh
so you roll plus weird.
got it. So like do I just say that I do something?
Yeah, and so there's a bunch of effects.
Okay.
So the effects are inflict harm, enchant weapon, do one thing that is beyond human limitations, bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature, trap a specific person, minion, or monster, banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits, summon a monster, communicate with something that you do not share a language with, observe another place or time, heal one harm from an injury, and then
Okay.
depending on the role, there's glitches.
Okay. Um Before I harm this thing, I do want to try and talk to it.
Okay.
So I will roll for that.
Yeah, so that would be
Sweet.
communicate with something that you don't share a language.
Mm-hmm. Ah! That's a 9.
Okay. It works imperfectly, so you get an effect and a glitch. Uh, let's see, glitch. All right. So the glitch is going to be that it only has a short duration. And so what are you going to try to communicate? You know that you've only got a very short period of time.
Mm-hmm. So I know it's running towards me right
Yeah.
now. So first she goes, stop.
And he doesn't stop. And
Like,
you
all
can,
right.
although you could combine this with manipulate someone.
Ooh, I want to do
Yeah,
that.
so this would be one way around that dark manipulator thing.
Okay. So just roll for manipulate someone
Yeah.
too. That was a 7.
Yeah, that'll get you. So the monster stops and his head sort of spins around because it was still like backwards even though he was chasing at you.
Yeah.
And he stops and he says, "For what purpose?" And then
You seem like you're going through something right now. Um, and you should really just stop, especially if you don't seem to have a motive other than I'm angry, I'm just gonna kill people.
I'm not just killing people.
But
What
you are.
So he stops and he says, "But I will not stop for very long because
Why not?
there is this is where we will come out, and this is where we will
Okay. All right.
take."
So, like, let's just say, between me and you, because I only have so long to talk to you, and I just feel like I have to say my questions. What if we just tear down the bridge, and then you're actually just like fucked? Because like that's the only way to summon you, right? Is if someone goes bang, bang, bang on the bridge, and that's just like not it for us.
And with that, he, sorry, it's very dry here. He goes from like walking on his legs to walking on his hands, and he
Mm-hmm.
comes at you with his hooves pointed at you. And he says,
Oh.
"Just you try." But then he go to not understanding it. So we stop,
Okay.
but not for very
I
long.
feel I feel like we didn't understand this assignment. I'm going to try and get around him to get out of this veil because I'm over the vibes.
Yep,
I'm
for
over
sure.
it. I'm not into it.
So act under pressure.
Yeah.
What does help out do? Can I help out like shooting my gun in the air or something, or try and
It's let's
like can you give her any bonus or anything?
You could probably help out by grabbing her through.
Okay.
Yep.
I got a 7 on my roll, so.
Okay. Pete, do you want to help out?
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a 9
Okay, so you
for
get
help
a
out.
+1, Allie. So that
Okay,
is
so 8.
so that was act under pressure. Okay. So you manage to deke around him just as he like tries to come down on you with his hooves. And you make it through the portal, but as you make it through the portal, you find that everything, just a second here. Everything is quiet around you. You feel that you've lost some of your telepathic sense, at least for now. But you've made it out. Your other magic is still with you, but everything is quiet around you. It's not like before. Can't just pull the telepathy at will.
And you said I could use my magic to close this.
Yes, but you can use magic to close a portal. The telepathy is all you've lost. The magic is still there.
Okay.
And anyone can use magic, to be clear. Like that's just a
Okay.
Yeah.
So Ronan, you just see her like she like pauses for a moment and realizes she's not hearing as much, and you just see this like her brow like furrow a little bit. She's like because she is like not hearing everything she wants to, and she just gets mad and she goes to close the portal.
While that's happening, can I go up to her and basically just like stand by her, and if like this thing tries to attack us again, just protect her?
Yeah, so
And
so with this, I think, and this is going to require you to all work together to do this. And so Uh, what Ronan? What do Scott and Doug need to do while you're casting the spell? You have to do.
I
You know that you have to do some sort of an arcane symbol. Like you have to create some sort of an arcane symbol on the bridge. You can probably do this with a knife or something. I assume you've got some sort of a pen knife in your pocket. So it's going to take some
yeah,
time.
yeah. Actually, Ronan does have technically a big knife on her.
Right, a big knife, yeah.
Just a big knife. I would say probably they would need to put a pentacle on the bridge, and that is for earth, wind, fire, and air, and it's all designed for protection and healing.
Okay.
So that would be healing the land and keeping protection from that veil.
All right.
So all three of us are going to draw one of those each, or
Or can they? How are they assisting you? Otherwise,
I would say Ronan would give Doug probably the instructions to carve that onto the bridge, because Ronan would need the energy from Scotty so she could build up the magic that she needs to close it.
all right. So Scotty embraces you. Do you get like, are you going to embrace Ronan in a hug? Is that how you give her the energy?
and a kiss on the cheek.
Okay.
Just a big
Aw.
hug and a kiss on
Aw.
the cheek. And just a little, you got this.
And right as Scotty says, "You got this," Ronan rolled an 11 on her magic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Which was actually a 13
Whoosh.
because I
sweet.
get
Ooh.
yeah, 'cause I
+2.
get a +2 to weird.
Heck yeah.
All right. So with
Perfect.
so with that, it's like you embrace one another as Doug is drawing this sign based on a piece of like there must be some sort of a book you have in your satchel, and Doug's drawing it with this gigantic Bowie knife, and with that, Scotty and Ronan just kind of levitate, an inch above the bridge for a second there, and
Oh.
wind disperses, and then the portal on the one side of the bridge just like you didn't see it for a minute there, but all of a sudden it's as if like shattered glass comes out, and the portal, it doesn't actually shatter. It's just like it gives this effect as if there's glass in the wind that merges as the portal just erupts with, you smell stale air for a second, and then it's fresh as if it's just rained, and you're all kind of knocked against the bridge and kind of slump down, and you're sitting around this pentacle, and Ronan realizes that her telepathy returns to her, and Doug hands back the knife to Ronan and the book, and with that you realize you have banished the goat man of the Souris Bridge back from whence he came. And you can see there's like the people from the old folks home are just like watching, and they're clapping. And Constable Stanton comes on, and he's like, Doug, I'm gonna need your weapon. I heard you fired it.
Doug's gonna say, which one?
It's like, all of them, and I know you've got one in your boot.
No problem, sir. The RCMP can chalk up a win for today. I don't mind giving up my firearms. Did you see we chased a goat man back into a portal?
Well, it looked pretty something wild was going on over here, but
It sure wasn't no fireworks,
I
sir.
didn't hear you say that. We'll put something else in the report though, Doug.
I'll put something else in the report if you let me hold on to my gun, sir.
Well, come back to me tomorrow and we'll talk.
All right. Make sure you bring those Timbits.
Of course, I
The
always
goat
will.
or the actual Timbits?
Oh yes, Connors, your mother called me about a goat. When Doc comes back into town, we're gonna have to get it to Doc to find out if it's a rabbit or something.
Okay, that is going to be my emotional support goat, so I'm going to need you not to hurt it.
All right, well, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's not rabid and your mother says you can keep it.
My mother says I can't do a lot of things. I do them anyways.
Well,
It's true.
I can't release a goat to an uncaring home.
Who says it would be
I
uncaring?
shouldn't have made
I'm caring
assumptions
for
about
it.
your animal
Listen.
husbandry skills. I'm sorry.
Husbandry. Wait, what?
Have you?
Animal husbandry, is that not a thing?
That's a thing, yeah.
Have you?
It's called husbandry.
Scotty is my partner. Have you? I think I can handle goat.
Very caring household here. The two of us. We can take care of Lucifer together. It's fine.
What
Lovely.
what are you implying about Scott if you can handle goats?
I can handle the goat if I
Are
can
you
handle
comparing
Scott.
Scott to goats?
Wait, am I being compared to Lucifer right?
No, you're cuter.
Aw. Cuter than Lucifer.
Thanks.
And with that you realize that the time in this when the bridge was under the effects of the portal must have been of its own, and the sun starts to come up in the sky. And what do you all do as the sun comes up?
Get some coffee at Tim Hortons and some Timbits. Come on.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you all
we finished
Flip off the bridge. Flip off the bridge and then get into the van and go get some Tim Hortons.
Yeah, all right. And there you go, and you drive through the Tim Hortons drive-through, grab your Timbits, and head off into the sunrise.
Off to find another
Awesome.
monster case.
Oh,
Yeah.
and thus ends the A Files for now. Hey folks, if you liked what you saw, don't forget to hit that bell icon, like, subscribe, and check out the other videos we've done and our links in the description. See y'all next week.